thinking of fall lacrosse?
I tell you what, it is wonderful. We've got some blue skies, a little bit of a breeze. It's not too hot, not too cold. And I tell you what, these athletes are big, strong, and fast, and they are working hard. We've got a great coaching crew. Obviously had to adjust. Division I coaches are in the dead period right now, but these athletes wanted to be on the field. We've got some great coaches. Collie Allmiller is one of them. So we feel great about the experience that they're going to get 6 straight hours of lacrosse today on field and tomorrow.
A big thing with parents this time of year about looking for events is trying to find that right event. I think this, with the mix of working with coaches and star coaches from the past and pros and stuff, is the right way to go. What are your thoughts with having the girls work with players like the Allmillers and the Bobbies of the world coming here to get that extra instruction, also playing some lacrosse in front of some good lacrosse head coaches as well?
Yeah, I tell you what, these girls are getting a great experience. They're working from some of the best people that they have heard their names in the U.S. Lacrosse magazine and all the other lacrosse outlets. So that's really cool to be able to work with somebody who's accomplished so much. Hopefully they want to emulate them and be like them, so that the chance to work with potentially like a hero or an idol that they've looked up to is a really unique experience. Not only that, we're filming everything and live streaming everything today. So I know that I've talked to tons of college coaches who were going to be on live today. Not at the field, but maybe perhaps from the comfort of their own home or office. Not too bad. But I'm pretty sure tons of college coaches are going to be on today.
Obviously, we're living in a pandemic era here. You being someone who puts on events on a regular basis through the summer and the fall, how difficult has it been to get these things off the ground in the last year?
I tell you what, to get to that first whistle before each event has been very, very challenging.
Yeah.
We definitely have had players who've had to drop from the events because of either travel bans or potential exposures or just not sure situations. So it has been really hard to get to the events. But just as many people who can't make it, there's other players who want to fill those spots. So everybody's been, just very communicative. I feel like people have been so responsible if they've had an exposure. We've gotten, like I said, quite a few phone calls saying we may have, we may not. We've got a negative test, but she was around somebody. Those people have been really responsible about not coming or giving us the information so that we could, check it out against the CDC and the state of Maryland, rules and everything. So I think people have been absolutely wonderful about getting to the fields.
And I'm sure it's been a kind of a tug of war, kind of who gets there first at a particular location, because there's a lot of events with you at Top of the Bay, and a lot of there's Under Armour All-America events going on today as well, and some other events going on throughout this fall and this past summer. How has it been working with the locations like Carson's Run, like Cedar Lane, to get events off the ground and running for you?
Right, so the good news is there are tons of great opportunities. We are fortunate to be one of those opportunities this weekend. The facilities have been great. Everybody's following their local government rules and regulations for COVID. We've got our own specific COVID protocols. Everybody's been super cooperative. We have the symptom checker that you have to fill out before you come, and we've got staff that checks to make sure everybody's filled that out, completed it. Any question marks, we follow up. The facilities have been great. They're like just make sure everybody's keeping their 6 feet apart, has their mask on, and for the most part the parents and athletes and coaches and spectators have been very cooperative.
This is PeaceLacrosse.com exclusive interview with Krystin Porcella from Top of the Bay Lacrosse. Final question, we noticed a lot of this level, the lacrosse IQ and the fundamentals and the skill level keeps getting better as you look down the high school ranks, and you see that out here today. Just what are your thoughts? I know you've been played on the world side, coached the world games, also a Hall of Fame career in college. Just talk about the skill level from these players as they grow older and continue to play in the game. What are your thoughts?
I tell you what, when these athletes first started checking in this morning, I looked around and I was probably the shortest person. I'm 5'4", so I am on the shorter side, but I looked around and I said, wow, look at these athletes. These are big, strong, fast kids. They've been playing for a long time. Their stick skills, like you said, their lacrosse IQ. It's just tremendous for these young people to be this dedicated to their sport. It's great to see, and then to step on a field like this, not knowing a ton of other people, and just having the confidence to go out there and just show your stuff. Those are all wonderful things for young people, to have that confidence, the skill, the comprehension. It's impressive.
Well, Coach, I appreciate again for having us out here to cover this event. It's always great to cover your events, and thanks again, and best of luck rest of the fall with the tournament season.
Wonderful, Tom. Thank you.
All right.
SSR3! 1, 2, 3,